Hi guys, welcome to our latest Artarmon wrap video for the Artarmon apartment and townhouse market. We're halfway through the year now and we've seen some interesting results, particularly in the last few months. Now you may have remembered from our earlier videos and posts that Artarmon seems to be riding pretty high on the property scale considering the declining market. We are starting to see that change a little bit. Now a really good example, looking back historically, Artarmon West sees on average anywhere between 100 to 120 sales per year. So typically by now, at the halfway point, we should be sitting at around 50. Last year stayed true to that. We saw 51 sales on the Artarmon West apartment and townhouse market. But this year that's pulled right back. We've only seen 32 sales so far this year, which is historically low, and only 4 of those were townhouses, all 2-bedroom townhouses, by the way. So the numbers are well down. The interesting thing to point though is that we're still getting good numbers coming through, but this has had an impact on the average sale price. Whereas last year, by this time we were sitting just under $1 million. That's come back about 7%. We're sitting around the 9-10 mark at the moment.
Yeah, we're noticing that homes or apartments and townhouses are taking slightly longer to sell, and they're not blowing out. They've stretched out by about a week from where they were this time last year. So they've gone from around that sort of 35 or 30-day mark, 28 to 30-day mark, up to 35. So they've stretched out a week. We're finding that the buyers that we're communicating with at the moment are not essentially trying to devalue properties, but it may just be a conversation to have with them around perhaps financing. We're noticing that the banks are tightening up, certainly for investors. So it's making sure that we're able to service them or point them in the right direction.
I was going to say, here's the reason why we're mentioning all of this, is because whilst we've been immune to the market up until this point, it does now look like we're playing catch up with what's going on in Greater Sydney. So a lot of people are taking advantage of now. When I say now, I mean more within the next 2 to 3 months to do something before things start to fall by the wayside and I guess follow suit with what's happening in the rest of Sydney. So if you did have some plans for 2018 or at the very least for the next 12 months, now might present a good time while we're historically seeing really, really low numbers. And I'm talking a handful of properties currently on the market right now.
If you wanted to get a bit of a pulse check on where things are at with your current property, feel free to check in with Dan and I.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll keep in touch and keep you in the loop.
Thanks and have all the best.